Sawasdee Cup. I hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to show you how you can build an aesthetic physique. Now, when we talk about aesthetic physiques, I don't know about you, but what comes to my mind is Arnold, Frank Zane, Bob Paris, Simeon Panda, Ulysses, Jeff Side, and the list goes on. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, then you need to get your bodybuilding history up. And there's even aesthetic physiques in the TV shows that we watch. My anime fans would know this one, and I'm a big anime fan too, so if you're an anime fan, you would know who these people are, okay? I'm talking about Baki, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, all those super jacked and muscular anime characters, alright? I think that Dragon Ball Z is the big influence on why a lot of people started lifting. I know that's why I started lifting, so. But anyways, so all these physiques are pretty aesthetically pleasing to our eyes for some strange reason. Now, all of these guys have something in common. And it's not because that they're super jacked, because if that was the case, then every jacked and muscular guy would be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But as we can see, that's not always the case. So what are the similarities that all these people that I mentioned have that makes their physique so aesthetic? Well, they have broad, wide shoulders with round capped delts, good, well-developed upper chest, small waist, and big quads. And another part of an aesthetic physique that they all have in common is they have big, muscular, wide backs, okay? I think that's the big main key factor, is a big, wide back to make those shoulders look more wider and more broader, and to make that illusion of their waist looking smaller. Top it off with big quads, which gives you the illusion of a smaller waist, even though your waist is the same size as it is. And good, thick size, even proportioned arms. And well definition in their midsection. So they got good abs. So those are what all those physiques have in common. Those are the blueprints to making a aesthetic physique. Now, knowing that will get you one step closer to attaining your own aesthetic physique. Now, here is the blueprint to how you can build an aesthetic physique, all right? So, if you have access to the gym or some weights to target the upper chest, you would want to perform the exercises, any incline presses. It can be incline barbell press, it can be, or what I prefer, incline dumbbell presses. Or if you don't like any free weights, you can also do any incline machine presses. Those will target your upper chest pretty effectively to build a nice developed upper chest. You can have that muscular pectorals that look like man breasts, but look more muscular, but look cooler, you know? That makes sense. And I recommend those exercises to target the upper chest. But if you don't have no access to the gym and you don't have any weights, but that's okay also. You can also just use your body weight, all right? If there's a will, there's a way. No excuses, baby. So if you don't have any weights or no gym access, I recommend getting really good at decline push-ups. The more reps you can do with decline push-ups, the more well-developed your chest can be. And when you're doing these decline push-ups, you have to remember to not go too fast and concentrate on the negatives and the decentrics when you're doing these reps. Go slow at a nice slow tempo pace so you give your chest enough time to break down all those muscle fibers so you can finally recover more and build a much more well-developed chest. Compared to if you were to do it fast, you wouldn't give it much of a contraction and much of a, I guess you can say, mind to muscle connection. It wouldn't be as effective if protein synthesis were what we were trying to go for. So do your reps slow, especially if it's just your body weight, aim for a lot of reps. So, and progressive overload would be the main thing also. When you're doing these exercises, it's very important to remember that you always have to add a progressive scheme to it, because that's how our body changes, that's how our body grows, that's how our body builds on that muscle. Because if you just stick to something easy and light, or sticking to the same amount of weight and reps, then your body's just gonna remain the same. You ever heard of that saying, train insane or remain the same? Now that's partially correct. You don't have to train insane to not remain the same, you know what I mean? You can just add a progressive scheme to it. You can either do one more rep than you did last time, or take less recovery time, or do more sets than you did last time, and that's good enough to be considered progressive overload, okay? It's all about getting stronger, all right? So I recommend either go in heavier on your next workout, or doing more reps on your next workout, or decreasing your recovery time, which is your rest time. That, or adding in more sets, okay? So always have a progressive scheme. I hope that makes sense. And for the shoulders, I prefer lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises. You can never go wrong with dumbbell lateral raises when you're trying to build that full pumpkin looking round capped delts to make it look like boulders for shoulders. There's no going wrong with lateral raises, okay? High volume of lateral raises. I recommend at least like 20 to 30 reps of just constant tension also. Don't let your shoulders rest. Keep it going constant for like 30 reps. Do about like 4 to 6 sets of those, and I guarantee your shoulders will be bulging out, and you will have Dragon Ball Z boulder shoulders, all right? And that, and shoulder presses. It could be dumbbell shoulder presses, or also machine shoulder presses, if you have access to the gym. And if you don't have access to the gym, then I recommend doing pike push-ups, okay? If you really want to get a good shoulder workout, you cannot go wrong with pike push-ups. Those will really give your shoulders a hell of a burn and a hell of a workout. It's really not as easy as it looks. It's pretty hard. It's way harder than a push-up, I feel. So if you don't have any weights or no gym, and you want to blow up them shoulders, get really good at pike push-ups, okay? And other than pike push-ups, you can also do Japanese push-ups, which targets the shoulders and chest also, and conditioning of the delts, you know what I mean? So Japanese push-ups can target your shoulders pretty good too. So I recommend getting really good at those two exercises if you don't have any weights or no gym membership, okay? And the next exercise to building an aesthetic physique is building big quads, right? Big quads. So when building big quads, I recommend performing close stance squats. That can be close stance barbell squats, or just close stance machine squats, okay? I say close stance is because when your feet are closer together when you're performing the squat, the closer your feet is together, the more it targets the quads. And the farther it is away from each other, the more it targets the hamstrings and glutes. But we're trying to target the quads, right? So we can build big quads and have big shoulders and a big upper chest. So that'll give us an illusion of a small waist, okay? And if you don't have any weights, that's all right. I recommend doing just close stance body weight squats, okay? High amount of reps if you don't have any weights. I'm talking about like go like 50 to 75 reps per set, you know what I mean? Like high volume. And also add in a couple of pistol squats. And if you can't do any pistol squats, that's all right. You can also do split squats. I'm talking high volume also. And remember to always add a progressive scheme. Do some split squats. And you can also do, I'm not sure what you call this, but I guess I'll call it like step ups. Just step ups is also great if you can't do any pistol squats. And add in, pistol squat, add in split squats and step ups, okay? To work those legs individually for a high volume, okay? So those are the exercises for the quads. And next exercise we would be targeting would be the arms, right? Because in order to complete that aesthetic physique, we need nice, thick, good size, well-shaped arms. And to target those biceps, I recommend doing dumbbell curls, okay? You cannot go wrong with doing some curls for the girls with some dumbbells. If you don't have any dumbbells, you can also do machines. Machines are fine also to target those biceps. And if you don't have any weights or no gym membership, then I recommend doing chin-ups. Chin-ups to target those biceps on the pull-up bar, okay? And I mean, the thing is, when you're doing pull-ups too, body weight exercises, you're also building up your arms also, so your arms will get thick naturally from just performing these compound movements that you're already doing. If you want more attention to building bigger arms and more developed arms, then I would recommend those exercises, okay? The chin-ups. And for triceps, I would recommend close grip push-ups, or my favorite, diamond push-ups, to target those triceps, to build up them big horseshoe triceps. You cannot go wrong with close grip push-ups or diamonds, okay? And of course, in order to have that full developed V-taper, to have an aesthetic physique, you also need a big back. And a great exercise to develop those big wide backs is to target those lats. And the way we target those lats are any vertical pull downs, okay? Any lateral pull downs. So for the exercise I recommend are lateral pull downs for the lats. So some lat pull downs. It can be cable, it can be machine lateral pull downs, or it can just be my favorite, just regular body weight pull-ups. You don't even need any machines or any weights to develop a wide back. You can just do a whole shitload of pull-ups. That's what I did when I was younger. I think that's the majority of my gains that I got from my back is from pull-ups. So it's thanks to pull-ups that I was able to develop my back that I have today. And I still do pull-ups to this day, because you cannot go wrong with pull-ups when trying to build a good, big, wide back, okay? So I recommend body weight pull-ups if you don't have access to the gym or no weights, okay? But if you do, then might as well take advantage of it, you know what I mean? Do some cable rows, you know, do some dumbbell rows, whatever it is that you have access to, take advantage of it. Get best of both worlds, you know what I mean? And yeah. So those are the exercises that I would recommend for building an aesthetic physique. So keep in mind that the amount of work that you put in, the amount of consistency that you're willing to give, the amount of discipline that you're willing to have is going to determine the amount of results that you get back. So if you're going in it and you're going to be very consistent, be very disciplined, also another important factor, nutrition also. If you're going in serious about your consistency and training and nutrition, then your results will definitely come in sooner than later, and you will build an aesthetic physique, okay? But if you're just trying to half-ass it and not really give it your all and not take your nutrition serious and not take your training serious, but still just talk about it and still just want an aesthetic physique, you're most likely not going to get an aesthetic physique and make it an excuse to genetics, okay? Don't let your genetics hold you back. Anyone can build a great physique if you just work on the stuff that you need to work on. So like I recommend doing those exercises and try to get stronger at those exercises. Remember, progressive overload. So that way you can get those muscle groups more well developed and you will get your own aesthetic physique. So yeah, that was about it. Those are my recommendations on how you can build your own aesthetic physique. And I hope you learned something. I hope that made sense. I hope I wasn't too random. And I hope you enjoyed also. So thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.